This Heritage Humane Society's Paws for Paws segment is proudly sponsored by Mermaid Books.
Good morning. That's right. It is time for Paws here at WMBG Radio. I'm Greg Granger, sitting in the air chair this morning for just a few minutes to have this great segment brought to us by Hatley over at Mermaid Books. You know, Hatley's a great guy, and he's always helping Heritage Humane Society and the community. So just an extra nice thank you. And they're doing the fir tree right now over at over there. So in the studio with me today, we have Kim Laska, the executive director, and Jennifer Lafountain of the volunteer manager over at Heritage Humane Society. So good morning and welcome to the WMBG studios. How are you today?
Good morning, Greg.
Yeah, thank you for having us. We're happy to be here.
Well, good. So as usual, you've got some great little friends with you, but let's start by talking about what today is. Why is today so exciting for Williamsburg and the Heritage Humane Society?
Absolutely. I'm going to talk about that. It's Giving Tuesday today, which is a nationwide day of giving. This is a day that we actually have a $10,000 gift match here.
$10,000 gift match?
$10,000 gift match. So
Holy
every dollar people can spare goes twice as far to help animals, just like Cheese and Burger right here in our laps. We have a lot of animals in care. Our medical costs are high. And keeping your dollars local, make sure that every time someone shows up at our door and needs that extra hand, we're able to provide it. We help hundreds of pets in the community each and every month, in addition to the animals that need assistance in many ways, whether they come in for medical reasons, behavior problems, and keeping families together through our community outreach program. So your donation will really go a long way, and it certainly does make an impact when it's going twice as far on days like Giving Tuesday, which only happens twice a year. So get your credit cards out. You can come by the shelter. You can go online. You can make a phone call. It doesn't matter how you do it. Just please do it today.
Wow, that's great. So that probably kept you up a little bit late last night.
A little bit. Can you tell?
This morning, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Fortunately, some people started giving early, and
That's
we need
exactly
them to
right.
step up all day long because these little friends in your arms here, they need some help, and there are lots of friends back at the society that need
Hundreds.
it too. Hundreds.
Literally hundreds.
Yeah.
Including a pig and a rooster. So
A pig and a rooster.
pig and a rooster. Those are our most creative animals in our shelter right now. So
Wow.
yeah, your support goes a long way.
Okay, well, good. So, Jennifer, tell me who you got in your arms today.
So we have two cats today that we brought to the radio. We have a brother-sister, Cheese and Burger.
Nice.
Very sweet kitty cats. If you watch the Facebook video, you'll see they're just melting in our hands. They're so sweet. She's purring in my hands right now. They were both strays, so they came into the shelter, and we're hoping to find a really, really good home for both of these guys. They actually came in. We talked a little bit about how sometimes when animals come into the shelter, they need medical assistance or behavioral assessments. And Burger was actually one of them. He had to have surgery on one of his eyes. So donations are how we're able to keep taking care of these animals,
Right.
And how we're able to find great homes for them. So as Kim said, we definitely appreciate donations, especially today on Giving Tuesday, because it allows us to take care of more animals in the community.
And this is a bonded pair, so they will have to be adopted together. That's how it works for us. If they come in together and they kind of, as you can tell, Burger's a little bit more socialized here.
Right.
Wants to go running across the desk. Probably really like to get over to you and.
Yeah, they were in our little fireplace earlier.
Yes, that's exactly right. So, and Cheese is a little more timid, but that's why the personalities, they tend to pull each other out of that. So.
You know, you mentioned personalities, and those people who have pets in their life, they understand the personalities of a pet because they're just wonderful. We've got a couple of cats, and we've got one dog with us still. And their personalities are so incredible and different and neat. This Thanksgiving, we were down in Texas visiting my daughter who has a Belgian Malinois.
Oh,
that
wow.
that she got from a facility like yours, except in Texas.
Amazing.
And she has a little black cat named Minka, and then our dog Gypsy, who is a Karen Terrier. Now, Gypsy is not used to being around cats because our cats stay out at our barn,
Okay.
and they're working cats. And the interaction between Gypsy, our Karen Terrier, and this young cat was kind of crazy. It was like a Tom and Jerry episode because Gypsy didn't know anything other than, ooh, small furry critter, I should chase it, because that's what Karen Terriers do.
That's what they do. That's their job.
And so they added so much joy to our Thanksgiving just by watching them interact and learn. And so day one, it was, this is not going to work. But by the last couple of days of it, they were interacting with each other and walking within about a foot of each other, which was just really incredible.
After a few days, that's amazing.
Yeah. Now, Gypsy had a little learning curve there, but that was okay. But the other dog, Garrick, the Belgian Malinois, that dog and the cat, they curl up together. And seeing them interact is just really heartwarming. And it's cool because I kind of think, can't we as a society just look at each other differently sometimes and the personalities and overcome them and really work to get along together? And pets are a great way to do that, I think.
Absolutely.
So if you don't have a pet in your life, you should maybe think about that.
Absolutely.
And think about all those folks who would love to have a pet in their life and can't. So the service that the Humane Society is providing is great because you're fostering these dear creatures until somebody comes along.
That's exactly right, Greg.
Yeah.
What a neat way to put it all together, because it's true. There's no political bias. There's no anything when you think about people and their animals. It's just unconditional love all the time.
Yep, that's a great thing.
So,
that's a great thing. So what other exciting things do you have going on for the holiday season?
Can you talk about the parade?
Yeah, so actually this Saturday, we're going to be at the Williamsburg Christmas Parade.
Yay. We'll be there too. I think our float's right in front of you.
I was going to say,
that's perfect.
Back to back with us. Yes.
Yeah, so we're going to have some great walkers. We're going to have some of our adoptable dogs walking in the parade. So please come by. We're hoping to have a lot of great dogs, and hopefully we'll get some adoptions that day too, because we have a lot of great adoptable dogs that would love to have a great home for the holiday season. So definitely come by. It starts at 9 a.m. So definitely come by and check us out in the parade and check you guys out in the parade.
Absolutely. I think they're going to have about 100 floats in the parade, or units.
Nice.
And the parade is going to go from Brook Street on Richmond Road all the way down to Merchant Square and then turn right. So that's a... hello.
She's ready to move.
Cheese or burger?
Cheese.
Hi, Cheese. Look at you.
So that's a great thing to do Saturday morning. If you've never come to the Williamsburg Christmas Parade, it's part of one of those things that makes Williamsburg so special.
It is. And this is the first year we're also going to have, we're going to be at the farmer's market too.
Nice.
So that'll be a great thing too. So after the parade, you can come learn a little more about Heritage, because we'll be there too.
Okay. Well, that's great. So, last minute holiday thoughts?
Christmas Bazaar.
Christmas Bazaar.
Yes, you have to plan on coming to the Christmas Bazaar. It's coming up on the 8th, which is a week from Saturday.
Okay.
It is our biggest fundraising event of the year. And pretty much everything there, except for the raffle, is homemade by our volunteers throughout the entire year. Our bake sale alone usually does about $5,000. So it is a bake sale like you have never seen before. It's incredible, and everything is homemade. We have... Priority Nissan is our presenting sponsor this year. Henderson and Houndstail and WY Daily are other three major sponsors. But we had about 2,800 people that came to participate in the event last year. We are hoping to be able to do that or a little bit more this year. And last year we raised about $38,000, and our goal this year is $40,000. So it's, again, for a homemade bazaar where you get dog sweaters and everything that's made out of love with our volunteers. When all the proceeds go back, there's no overhead expenses for this event. So it's a 100% donation. So we really hope that people will come out and support it. Put on your calendar. It's in Colonial Williamsburg at Bruton Parish Hall. So this is the 18th year that we've done it. So certainly worth a trip in if you've never seen it before. And we'll have some of our adoptable dogs walking around the farmer's market to try to convince people to come over and just give it a try. And our soup kitchen is the most important part of it. All the local restaurants participate by donating soup, and Panera donates bread. So you get a quart of cold soup, a bowl, and a loaf of bread for $25. And you get to have a gourmet soup at your home later in the day.
Nice.
So it's a great fundraiser.
Nice. Not just warms up your insides, but warms up your heart, because you're helping these dear animals that really need our help. There's just not so much that they can do in our society that we've built up and the environments. And so it's important that we reach out to these friends this time of year So,
Great.
well, stop by and see Hatley at Mermaid Books on Prince George Street across from the Peanut Shop. They have the fir tree going on there. And a reminder that today is
Giving Tuesday.
All
And
right.
I give them our phone number, 221-0150. If you want to call in and make a donation, you can go online to heritagehumane.org/donate. So every dollar helps.
every dollar helps. And volunteer hours at the Humane Society. If somebody's looking for
Incredible.
stuff to do over the holiday break, if there's some students out there who are like, really, I want to give back, but I'm not flush with cash right now.
Right.
Yeah,
There's
if you go
something
to
for everyone.
our website too, heritagehumane.org/volunteer, you can learn a little more about our volunteer program, and then you can help us take care of these sweet animals.
All right. Well, that's great. We so appreciate you partnering with us and being in here every Tuesday.
We love it.
It's great. This has been Greg Granger sitting in the air chair for Martin in the Morning, along with Jennifer Lafountain, the volunteer manager, and Kim Laska, the executive director of the Heritage Humane Society. We want everybody to have a great, safe, and happy holiday season, including our furry friends. So make sure you support the Heritage Humane Society every day, but especially today where they've got this $10,000 match going on. So that's huge. You're doubling your money without having to double it coming out of your wallet.
Say goodbye.
Say goodbye, cheese and burger.
Cheese and burger. Come adopt us as a pair.
Mermaid Books is proud to have sponsored this Pause for Pause segment. Mermaid Books, used and rare books, antiques, vintage postcards, classic fiction, children's books, and of course, books about all creatures great and small.